You clicked on this video because you want to know how you can get started with cold email, and this is the only video you'll need. I have all the resources, the links, the step-by-step in the description that you can follow along with to this, and this is going to be everything you need. It goes from setting up the domains in Namecheap, setting them up in Google and Microsoft, and at the end of this video, I load them all into Instantly so they'll be ready to send after the warming period. Cold email is the acquisition channel for AI automation. It's scalable. You don't need to manually put in effort doing cold calls, even though that can be effective. This is the #1 growth driver for client acquisition that I'm doing in my agency, and I think you'll find this very valuable. I hope you enjoy. First, you're gonna go to Namecheap and buy some burner domains. What does this mean? So if you have your main domain, for me it's ironautomations.com, you don't want to use this. If you burn your sender domain or your sender reputation from this domain, you're going to land in the spam, and you don't want that from your main domain. You want to keep that as healthy as possible. So you're going to apply some new domains. So you're going to use get ironautomations.com, get, go, apply, the list goes on. It doesn't really matter. Just make it something that doesn't have any special characters or numbers or anything like that in it, and you should be good. So go ahead and buy as many domains as you like, and we're going to be splitting it from Microsoft to Google. First reason is that just diversification. If one of them sends better than the other, like, it just evens it out. Diversification is the only free lunch. Principles from investing. But we also do this because Instantly has a setting where you can send Google to Google, Microsoft to Microsoft, increasing your deliverability. So this is why we do that. And when you buy these domains, I'm not going to show this again because I keep leaking myself, like I said. But once you buy those, you'll go into your account. It'll look something like this. They'll show up here. And it'll look like this. So I have try Iron Automations and apply at applyironautomations.com. This is just a domain. This isn't an email. So we're going to set the email up through Google and Microsoft. So once you get here, we're really only going to be in advanced DNS settings. So you're good now. You bought the domain. We can move on to step 2, which is going into Microsoft and Google. This is kind of a pain. It takes a while. Like, this isn't something you can just sit down in one shot because of some of the records that we're going to be going into later. But you're just going to start this process. I'm going to try not to leak myself here again. So yeah, you're just going to go through this. Yep. Current info, set up using an existing domain. We're going to do apply iron, enter your business domain's name. Okay, so this is going to be apply ironautomations.com. I guess we'll set this one up for Google. Use this domain to set up your account. Okay. Username. So this is where we're going to pick the prefix to our email. I haven't really thought of this, so I'm going to pause. Okay, so I decided on info at applyironautomations.com. Let's go ahead and agree. And I'm setting both these up at the same time. Hopefully you can follow along, but like I said, I didn't plan on just doing this real quick. So hopefully you can work with this. We're also going to set up the Microsoft 365. Boom. 1 month. I want to be billed for the year. Come on now. Come up with the email address. And the next page also auto-populates my information. So I'm going to pause here. You're basically just going to want to fill out the form and click next, essentially. Okay, so we filled in all our information, and now we're on the sign-in details. This isn't the information you're going to keep, but I'm just going to go ahead and fill it out anyways. What's the domain I put? Did I use apply over here? Info at apply, yeah. So demo at tryironautomations.com, doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put in our password. All right. Try. Okay. Okay. That's it. Yeah. Also, we have a sheet that we could keep these. I guess I'll just do demo at ironautomations.com for Outlook, and we'll do, yeah, I already did info at apply ironautomations.com, and we do not have these set up yet, so let's get into it. Okay, so now we're at add a plan / payment method for you. We're only going to be doing one user per month, and one user per domain. This is just to keep deliverability as clean as possible. You really want to be patient with cold email and don't burn all the work that we're putting in up front, which is why we only do one user. Gonna go ahead and try for free. So we're all good. We went through their onboarding process. Just gonna go ahead and next. Fill out the rest of the Google here. Add user. Actually, no, don't add user because this is an additional user. Verify you own Iron application. Apply at ironautomations.com. Start using Gmail with your domain. Get started. Namecheap. Boom. A lot of this stuff is really copy and paste. So the Google one is apply. So, okay. Let's go ahead and move that along. Set to default. So we have a TXT record, and that uses an at sign. So we're gonna go to host records, TXT, host is always at, and then you just paste that in, and then boom. Not always at, but for this it is. Okay. Start by getting the app. I don't think, let me see, I don't have my phone on me. Just one moment. You're gonna need to get an authenticator and do this for Microsoft. But let's see here, see if this is already ready. And while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna go get my phone. Okay, so we scan the code right here. Just put in your code. Gmail's already verified since we pasted that in. It says activate Gmail with your domain. Okay, move that along. Boom. We got the Microsoft app. Sign in. All right. Let's go here. And you're gonna soon see why Microsoft is a pretty not great process, but we have to do it, so it's fine. Looks like they automatically logged us in. We don't need the setup. Okay, so we're gonna go to set up custom domain. Boom. We did try on this one. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna need to set the TXT record up again with this value. All right. So this is our try one. TXT. This value. Okay, that's it. And at, like always, automatic, it doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and verify that, see if it populates. Sometimes this can take hours, or who knows why, but sometimes it can. While this is loading, we will go ahead and set up activate Gmail for everyone at Iron Automation. Proceed with activation. All right. Delete any pre-existing MX code associated with your domain and replace them with the code mentioned here. So we're going to do exactly that. Priority 1, host set to default value. So this is for our apply, right? Yep. So right here, super important. It's going to be custom MX host. What did it say the host was? Set to default value. I think it's at. Oh yeah. Priority 1. Automatic TTL. I'm pretty sure it's at. So we're good. If it's not, who cares? Right? Like, we'll figure out. That's set up. Let's go here and confirm that. What's Microsoft doing? We didn't detect that you've added it. let's see, 1 second. Okay, so everything was fine. It just needed some time to load, so I just clicked verify again. We're gonna get our new email, which is already updated. Okay, yep, that's our one that we just deleted. So our new one is demo@tryironautomations.com. In our password. No, who cares? Okay, so our domain is set up. We're all good. Psych, we still need to set up DKIM, DMARC, and SPF records. Super important for deliverability. You will land in spam every single time if you do not set this up, which we're going to do later. What's your main goal? Don't care. Continue. Not sure. Verify your domain, set up billing. So let's just try to get to, okay, so from here, just go to admin. Okay, add records to connect your domain to email. Namecheap. So we're gonna do the same thing we did before. Host is at, we're gonna point here. See, I already forgot which one was which. Outlook is demo, so try demo. We're gonna point to a custom MX with the at record. It gave us the value here. Priority is set to 0, I believe. Yep, priority 0. And TTL says 1 hour. We're gonna do 1 hour. Why not? So we're good here. Let's just try to connect it, whatever. It takes a while usually. This is not the one we want. We want info@apply. Welcome to your new account. Okay, so I basically ignore all this. We're gonna go to apps, Google Workspace, Gmail, and authenticate. This is super, super important. So we're gonna do this, but I wanna make sure, let's try again. Don't wanna get too ahead of Outlook. Try to keep it generally on the same page. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's updating yet. We'll just go ahead and set the DKIM records up for Google. We're gonna generate a new record. I'm gonna paste that here. And let's see here, we're gonna go off of, okay, so it's a TXT, boom, should be easy enough. Which one's Google? Is it try or apply? I think Google is apply. I have a terrible memory. So apply. I'm gonna go in here and add a new TXT record. It might be mail settings. Nope, nothing else is in mail settings. We're gonna do a TXT record at Google domain key, right? Google domain key, nope. Host is Google domain key. And DKIM is this. So post that in, automatic. That's all good. This can take a while. So we're probably not gonna see this in this video unless we get very lucky. But so we'll just keep ourselves updated. Waiting for DKIM, need DMARC, SPF. Okay, this one, we're still waiting for the MX. Let's check this one more time. It should be good now. Waiting for MX. Let's see if I did this right. Okay. So we're gonna set up the TXT value 1 hour. Just do another TXT at value 1 hour. Save. To help you prevent spam. Perfect. CNAME record to connect users to the mailbox. Did I do this? Oh, I did. Okay. So just go ahead and follow Outlook prompt. Really, I'm just following the Outlook instructions. Like, it can be overwhelming, which is why I'm doing it on screen, but yeah. CNAME believe it's at, nope, it's not. So you always get it from here. Auto discover. And then 1 hour, right? Yep, 1 hour. Let's try that one more time. See if we can connect this. This is our Google one. And we're just gonna set up or see if the SPF, DMARC, and DKIM is set up. So this is our DKIM, that's check. And we don't have an SPF record set up, so we still need to do that, which we can do by including this. This should be the same. You can get this by typing in Google SPF record, but I already have it right here. What record is that? It's a TXT. So we'll TXT at boom automatic. Our SPF is set up. Now we need a DMARC, which is typically under a C name, I believe. Nope, I was wrong. It's just under the host DMARC on a TXT, which is, so you're gonna need this link, and it's gonna be, you're gonna replace, there's two sections where you need to change this to. You're gonna put your domain, so this is info, right? This is, yeah, info at, instead of get, it's apply, and then apply, and then info. So we have the DMARC, we have the SPF, and we have the DKIM. This should be completely ready to go, except for DKIM records. Here, see here, we're all good to go here as well. Let's see if this actually, okay, we don't need that, so that's fine. We're all good to go in Microsoft as well. We just need to set up the DKIM. So one moment. Okay, that's right. We go to Microsoft. Microsoft has it under a different section of their website. So you're going to need to go to security.microsoft.com or like Microsoft Defender. And I'll have all the links in the description. Let's see here. We don't want this one. So we're going to go here and create a DKIM key. We're going to do it from scratch. I can't shortcut this time. All right, let's take a sip of coffee. So this is going to be under our CNAME records, and it gives us all the information that we need. Host points to this address or value. We're going to copy this. Yep, right here. So this is a CNAME record. Hosts. Nope, we got the value here. Let's go back here. Selector one domain key. Boom. Let's see what time it wants us to put on there. Doesn't matter. Boom. Done. Add a new CNAME record. We're gonna do this. Just copy that over. Don't recommend doing this. This is how bad stuff happens, but I've done this quite a few times, so kind of used to it at this point. So we have our SPF, we have our DKIM records in here. Now all we need is our DMARC. It's pointing at the SPF and the DMARC here, which we're gonna go ahead and set up in here as well. So we went ahead and put demo try iron automations here, demo try iron automations here. This is our DKIM record together. This is our DMARC record, and now we just need the SPF, which is also a TXT at, and we're gonna look for the iron automations. TXT, this is a good one for Outlook. This is the good one for Outlook, I should say. Boom. And now you're going to use these websites. So this is the SPF tool to check that, DKIM tool, and the DMARC tool. So try iron automation should reflect a DMARC now, or it just needs some time to load. Let's see if apply, because that's been in there for a while. Yep, so let's just go ahead and check apply iron automations off for the DMARC and the DKIM, so we can only focus on Outlook. Okay, so apply is good. We're waiting for DKIM. Need verification on DMARC and SPF. but that should be here in a second. So let's go ahead and try that again. SPF, let's see, did we publish the SPF? We did. So we should be good here. Yep, okay. Now we're gonna be waiting for DKIM as well. All right, let's see if any of these have loaded. Let's try doing that again. It might honestly work. It doesn't usually take that long in my experience. Okay, so we'll just leave that as it is. So usually you're going to be left up when you're fully done, waiting for DKIM, waiting for DKIM. So what we've done so far, just as an overview, we have bought the domains for our burners just by adding a little prefix before the actual main domain. And when we buy those domains, we set them up in these links here, which I'll have in the description, a starter plan and a starter plan for Microsoft. We do this so we could diversify and have Outlook to Outlook sending, Gmail to Gmail sending. You'll just go through this basic onboarding process and follow the video thus far. And so with these, just waiting for the DKIM verification, which can take up to 48 hours. Next, once this is all good to go and you change this to yes, verified by all of our tools here, we are going to go into Instantly, which is our sending platform. So you see I have all of mine warming up currently. So what we're going to do is add new, connect existing accounts for each of these. You might need to use an incognito here, so we'll see, which I don't know why because it shows it right here. So we're going to need to go to our Google Workspace. And let's see here. Let's see if Instantly tells us. Configure new app. Okay, so we just find configure new app. Oh wait, let's see API. I think it's like something. Yeah, API controls, manage app access. I cannot believe I remember this. Let's see, plugging that in there. Yep. Boom. Continue. Trusted. All right, finish. Okay, boom, we're done. Let's try logging in again. More time, please. Okay, just took some time for that to get the API access. So now, boom, you're connected. And now we're gonna set up Outlook. Let's see here, active users. Okay, we already did this earlier when I said, hey, this would be important. Basically, it's just, let's try this one more time for shits and giggles. Okay, whatever. So let's go back to our Outlook account. Oh, let's go. We're good. Okay, we're good on this. And what we can do is check our DKIM. We can actually set this up on camera. Okay. Info, right? No. Try. Let's go. Boom, we're good. This is the perfect domain already. Outlook. Yes. Okay. Damn, Outlook beat Google. That's crazy. Let's see. Gmail. Authenticate email. Let's just see it. Did I do apply? Is that what I'm doing? Is that the one I'm even doing? Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good on both of those, so that's great. Doesn't take that long. These are fresh new accounts. Just to double check, because I'm autistic. Let's try that. And apply. All of our records are flawless. Perfect. So with this out of the way, I'm going to show you what it needs from Instantly from here. You're going to go to users, active users. You can't do it from there for some reason. You're going to go to mail and you're going to put this back on. What does it need? Enable SMTP. I think that's the one thing that wasn't working. Yeah, authenticate SMTP. We'll try again. I don't know why this doesn't work. I fixed it before, but I don't remember how. I don't remember how I fixed this, genuinely. Let's try that. I think that's how I fixed it. Oh no. Okay, let's just try it regardless. Yes, SMTP has been enabled. Yep. Let's try that. Okay, this looks good, honestly. Sometimes it might be a UI bug. Okay, yeah, I think it was a UI bug here. I think if we try to do this again, it might have worked. I don't know. I literally called Microsoft support, but I got it figured out, like how we just did right here. So let's see, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Demo. Boom. Okay. So I'll set this up, and now we have more emails, and these can also be set to warm because they are all verified. They're as good as our other domains. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 domains, and that's all you need. You can start sending after the warm-up period. So let's see how long these have been warming. 12 days ago. You really want to wait 14 days minimum. Don't send any before then. And after 14 days, you want to start at a super low volume. So 5 new leads per day. I don't know why I'm talking to the mic. 5 new leads per day and 5 follow-ups per day. So once after 14 days, you're going to change this to a 50% reply rate. Just because we're going to be sending cold emails and we're not going to be getting as many replies. So we need to bump that up. So it looks normal, right? But we also need the custom tracking domain. So I'm going to open up all of my domains, which is right here. So we're done with all of these that we just set up. So we can go ahead and close this out. We're done verifying all of that. We have all of our data in the deliverability. We're all good. This is useless now. We've already signed up. Like, this is just awesome, man. Like, we just have email addresses locked and loaded, ready to go. So we're going to need to set up the custom tracking domain. Try not to leak myself. Iron automation. So we're going to need that. Which one did I just do? Try and apply. I don't know why this is up here. Because there's an ad in the middle of it. Okay. So these are the only ones we're going to need open. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. Right. So go to advanced DNS. All right. Just brain farted. Okay. We're going to go to CNAME. We're going to post this right here. Or let's just go here. Host instantly value that your tracking domain or subdomain. Okay. Let's see here. I already have it here. Is it Insta? No, it's just Inst. Target, proxy, track, IT tracking. Boom. Done. While this video is wrapping up, I possibly will do a video on Apollo. You do not need to pay for your data in the beginning. And I have a strategy that I'm working on right now, which includes territory, list segmentation, and how you can basically get infinite leads on a free plan, infinite, quote unquote, from a free plan on Apollo, which just includes getting your first, thousands of leads, which is enough to get your first client and get proof of concept on your offer, right? So I might do that in a future video. If you want that, just leave a comment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really was going to do this anyways, so I just wanted to share. I know it's not that polished, but this is something that I wish I had when I was setting up these domains, is the entire walkthrough, the hiccups, the bumps. So I hope you appreciate it. I'm going to try to put something together for all the links and resources that you can follow along with, and it'll be in the link in the description. So without much else, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.